Hey, what's up? It's me again, Miracles11, and we are playing Dark Souls on Rogue Rock. So, here's what I think we're gonna do. I'm just gonna fight him a couple more times, because why not? I mean, I'm here, I don't wanna have to keep rushing back and forth in all these areas. There are monsters over there, which I guess I'll face too at some point. But, let's see. Yeah, that'll all be fun. In the meanwhile what? I'm just gonna run all the way over there, tedious run through, until I get there and then start fighting him. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. That'll be it. Jump. No, wait, that wasn't a jump. That was a... There we go, that's a jump. Except I jumped at a time when I didn't really need to jump. So let's see now. Fighting Sif, went through mushrooms. How have you all been? I've been fine. What do you guys think of cell phone games, huh? You know, those games on the Android or the Apple App Store. Played any good ones so far? I know I haven't. Actually, no, I have played one that's kind of good. Generally, my opinion of cell phone games is not very positive. I'm not a huge fan of them. There's something, like, I feel like there's not much to really gain from them, which is weird to say for video games, because what are you gaining from games? I mean, I feel like I gain a lot from games. What is it? I remember games like Elder Scrolls Oblivion and all that stuff, they gave me vocabulary. That's one thing. I got better at speaking, and my writing got better because of that. So, that's always good. Other games like RPGs and tactics games gave me like a way of seeing tactics and stuff that I didn't have before, and I feel like it made me smarter. I don't really know what my life would be like if I hadn't played a lot of video games as a child, but I get the feeling that I wouldn't think as deeply as I do these days. Oh, good thing that. Oh man, that was a waste of Estus. But now, the problem with cell phone games is that I feel like there's just nothing to gain from them. Well, not nothing to gain from them, but very little to gain from them. It just doesn't make up for it. Like, let's see. You remember games like Temple Run? I remember playing Temple Run for a while to unlock all the stuff, and then I got to the very end of it. Or no, I got through most of the achievements and unlockables and stuff, and then the last thing to unlock... I mean, not the last thing to unlock, the last couple of levels in order to unlock those stuff, those achievements or whatever, I had to basically buy stuff. I had to spend money in order to get those last few achievements to really fully 100% clear the game. It's like, oh yeah, cool, I can, jump over stuff, run stuff, get like really high scores, and then there was this certain thing, like, you need to obtain this thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, how do I obtain that? And the only way to obtain that is to buy gems and then purchase it from the store. So it's like, wait, so you're telling me that... Oh, no, it was more like, spend a gem on a retry or something. I think that was it. And it's like, wait, you're telling me to spend this item that I can only get through purchases with like real money in order to like 100% the game? This is the stupidest thing ever. It infuriated me. I mean, I know it's like a free game and whatnot, but I feel like this is such a stupid, awful way to like grub money from people. Just take people's money. I mean, I feel like there are better ways to handle this situation, like handle that. Like microtransactions, I'm not a huge fan of that. Especially ones that force you to microtransact to, basically play to win. Because Temple Run is, from what I've experienced, actually play to win. I mean, pay to win, yeah, pay to win. So that was painful for me. It's like, man, I went through this entire game just for the game to tell me that I have to pay money for me to really 100% it. So Temple Run put a bad taste on my mouth. And I started jumping from cell phone game to cell phone game to see, like, what can I really get? What's good? What can I learn to appreciate? And unfortunately, I wasn't able to find much. Like, I tried out a whole bunch of different games, but they didn't have much to offer that I would really want. It's like, oh, okay, here's the general concept of how to play this game, and once you understand it, you kind of just have to keep going and going and going, and then when you die, you can pay money to enhance your experience, to retry, or you can pay money to enhance your experience. But the experience enhancers weren't much of experience enhancers because they didn't feel like you were really getting much out of it. So it's like, I'm paying money for like this tiny bit of stupidness. It's like, what? You unlock a character for if you pay this much money, but the character doesn't even seem to like offer that much. So it's like, why bother? I tried out a bunch of roguelikes on the cell phone because I like roguelikes and I feel like they're a great way to spend my money. Well, not spend my money, but spend my time and then potentially spend my money, assuming I want to buy that. So let's see, tried out games like Pixel Dungeon, which were okay, but I wouldn't call them high-quality roguelikes. Like, they were fine. They weren't amazing or anything. I've definitely played better, but they have a lot of tropes that help out the roguelike genre that those are the stuff you want to see in roguelike games, so it's nice and whatnot. But like more classical type of roguelikes where you kind of go through a dungeon picking up stuff. If you remember me playing Brogue, it's very much like Brogue actually. I played Brogue earlier. Oh man, that was vicious. I played Brogue earlier on the channel. Let me pick up a thing before I die. So, at least I have like that 7,000 souls. Oh, I guess not, Sif. I guess not. You totally denied me that. That's totally fine. So, let me see. Let me try to look through my cell phone games list. Oh man, it's hard now that I deleted most of them. So, here's the thing. Like, cell phone games just don't have much. Oh, okay, there's this... Okay, so, yeah. They don't have much to offer, and it's like, if you really want the full experience, they really want you to pay money for it. And, I mean... Theoretically, there's nothing wrong with that, because it's like, they have to find a way to make money anyways, but it's such a garbage way to do it, I feel like, because it's like, what are you getting from playing the game? It's like you're getting a subpar experience, so they want you to pay money to get a slightly better experience, but because your experience with it isn't that good anyways, it's like, I don't think I want to pay money for this. I mean, here's the thing. The way I would have done it is I would release a first game where I'd probably just, not have certain features in it in the first place, but I want to make it, as good as I can, and make it completely free, so that you get the game and you make it free. I mean, these are cell phone games, so these aren't even like super deep like Dark Souls. It's not like, building the game was like, oh man. Okay, I mean, no, I'm giving games too much flack. It does take a lot of effort to make these games. Like, you need to, code everything. You need to create drawings and sprites and pixels and everything. It's like a whole huge deal, but I mean, these days, when people spend money on games, it's the way it is. Like, you want to make sure you're getting something entertaining that'll be worth your time, considering there's so much free stuff out there anyways. So, release the game, but don't release everything within that game. Like, make it good, but not, like, amazing, like, your entire heart's filled with effort and whatnot. Make it so that people play it and be like, man, this is a fun game, I really enjoy it. And then release version 2 of the game where you pour your heart out and then update the graphics, make them really good, make everything awesome. And it's like, this is like, you could say the definitive version, the awesome version, and charge money for that. So it's like, if you play the first version, if you enjoyed that, then here is the second version, which you can pay for. I mean, it's an idea. I mean, I don't know in practice how well it would follow, but it's something that I would do. Like, at some point I do want to start making some games for stuff. And I think I'll delve into making cell phone games at some point, even though I know that you're not going to make a lot of money out of it. Like, cell phone games is not a thing you can make a lot of money out of. I know that much, because I've been looking up stuff, and it's like, when you're lucky and you get, like, a really awesome game, you'll be lucky to make, like, $600 a month or something. That's not, like... But if if you don't have experience and you're new to this and you just released your app, or if you... don't have like an awesome crazy game, but people are generally buying it, then you'll be lucky to make $100 out of this. Like, $600 a month is probably more on the lines of the games that are super highly produced with like a larger team. I don't even think there are that many $600 a month type of games, but I'm not sure. I didn't do that much research into it, but I did do like a decent amount. So here's the thing, like, make a meh kind of game and then make a second version that is super awesome. Now, let me tell you about the game Cardinal Quest 2, I guess. I never played Cardinal Quest 1, but on the cell phone, on my way looking up roguelikes, I found Cardinal Quest 2, and I played that game, and it was fantastic. It's probably one of the best cell phone roguelikes that I've played. I mean, cell phone roguelikes, so if that's the case, then yeah, it's probably the best roguelike that I played, because I didn't play that many cell phone roguelikes. I mean, there are other ones, but they don't have as much depth as I'd like, but Cardinal Quest definitely had a decent amount of depth, like, enough depth for me to stay interested in it and enjoy playing it. So I played Cardinal Quest for a very long time, unlocked a lot of stuff, and it was really cool because there was a secret character that you can unlock in 2 ways. You can pay money for it, or you can do like this kind of side quest kind of thing, like this quest where you basically, oh, that's gonna get hit. Oh no, I didn't get hit. This quest where you basically find like these items, and if you find them all, then you can, oh no, if you use these certain items on bosses, like 5 times, he's just walking back as I'm approaching him, that's funny. Oh, and then he does that. Oh, what was that? Oh, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. And then, so you can basically unlock that character for free, which I did, I mean, but later on, I was like, man, this is such a fun game. I want to pay money for it. It's a shame that I actually just paid, like, didn't even pay for it straight up because it was a free game. So, this would be the type of game where, um, like, I would play Cardinal Quest 1 for free because that would be the free version, and if I really enjoyed that, then they'd charge money for Cardinal Quest 2, and then I'd probably gladly buy it, because if they come out with a Cardinal Quest 3, I know that I am going to pay money and buy that game because I had such a great time with 2. I mean, that's getting my mentality, people of my mentality, but not every person has my mentality. I'm sure the reason a lot of people, they continue to do this whole thing is because, like, the whole microtransaction thing is because people are buying the, like, actually paying money for those microtransactions, and, you know, if they didn't pay money for them, we probably, you know, they probably wouldn't make that a huge cultural thing where you have to pay microtransactions for stuff. But, you know, as it is now, people are paying money to buy microtransaction stuff, and so because they're making money out of that, they're going to continue doing it. But if they did it in a different way, you know, like release a game, make it fun to play, and then release the sequel and charge a lot of money for that, or not a lot, but just charge money for that, you know, however much money you think it's worth, then, I mean, I'd like to think it would work better, but I don't have enough experience with other people buying stuff to know, like, I mean, I know that I would buy it, but I don't know if other people would buy it if things were like that. I mean, I'm hoping things do shift in that direction, because I think that would be much more cool. It'd be like releasing your demo, except you're not calling it a demo. It's kind of obnoxious when you get a game, I think, and it just says, pay for the full version, you're only playing the demo. It's like, man, come on. Demo, psh, I don't appreciate this. Just lie to us. Tell us this is the full version, and then make the actual full version part 2. I mean, lying is fair. You should lie a little bit here and there to, like, get... I mean, what the heck? That was like one hit. It's probably a sign that I should not fight Sif just yet. Maybe. Maybe my, I don't know. I mean, theoretically, I should be able to just beat him. Yeah, let's try this. Maybe that's why I was struggling. Yeah, microtransactions, games, fighting Sif. I mean, that's my idea on how I think you could, you know, enhance the cell phone gaming market, because as it is so far, none of these games are good. Most of these games really, really suck. And, I mean, okay, when I say suck, here's what I mean. A lot of games are just copy-pastes of other games. Like, a lot of games are just copy-pastes of other games, or just copy-pasting specific concepts but a little bit too much of them. So, sometimes when you play a certain game, and then play another game, you're like, wait, this is just a mix of the last 2 games I played. And then you play another game, it's like, this is the mix of the other last 2 games that I played. And so it's generally the same exact ideas being mixed around everywhere. Like, for example, Kingdom Hearts Unchained X is basically, what's that game called? There's this other game on the phone where you basically collect medals. Okay, so the way Kingdom Hearts Unchained X works is that you collect medals, and these medals let you do different attacks on enemies. Or special attacks and whatnot. Wait, I'm gonna have to explain Kingdom Hearts Unchained X and fight this guy at the same time? Okay, that's maybe a little too much. Let me just fight this guy, and then, talk about Kingdom Hearts Unchained X. If I need to talk about Kingdom Hearts Unchained X. How many times have I said Kingdom Hearts Unchained X in the past couple seconds? I mean, it's not... That attack will just kill me, won't it? I don't know what I'm doing wrong in this fight, or how many times I've died to the Great Grey Wolf Sif. Anyways, okay, this is a good time for me to explain Kingdom Hearts Unchained X. So, you get medals, and then you can upgrade those medals, and they'll enhance your attacks and special abilities and whatnot. And each medal represents a different character. That's the cool thing about it. Like, this is the Cloud medal. Oh man, you like the character Cloud from from Final Fantasy VII? You can get his medal. If you like the character Donald from Disney, you can get his medal. And then you collect your favorite character's medals and then equip them on your character to create, like, this awesome moveset for your character. And they give you, like, attack and defense bonuses and whatnot. But then there are so many other games that do, like, a very similar thing. Instead of using medals, you might use cards. It's like, oh, this is a card of this cool sorcerer character that you don't know of, but it's okay because he looks cool. And then you can upgrade him with, like, money or stuff. And then you can combine them to like, or you can use other cards to upgrade other cards. But you can do the same exact thing in Kingdom Hearts Unchained X with medals. You can like upgrade them with money, you can combine them, you can do this and that, but when you combine them, you're not really creating a new card, you're just fusing them to level up another card. And it's kind of very, very samey. The only difference is Kingdom Hearts Unchained X looks cooler because it's really nice and smooth seeing your character do slashes, and you can quote-unquote customize your character by giving them outfits and whatnot. I don't know who I'm quoting. What the heck? Sif again. Really? Let's see now. Maybe I can just do this. Whoa! Whoa, Sif. Crazy dog. What are you doing? Perfect. Hey, I lost my lock on. No! Wow, bosses should not be able to one-hit kill you. It's so unfair. But, what was it? Oh yeah, cell phone games and whatnot. Anyways, that's my feel on cell phone games. Now, here's another thing. It's not that all cell phone games are bad. Some cell phone games can be fun, but they always have like some kind of a flaw. Like a major enough flaw that, you know, it's like, eh. Well, not always. I mean, I guess all games do have flaws. But I feel like the cell phone game flaws are more noticeable. I know it's a smaller community. I mean, not a small community, a smaller thing. Like, it's not like any AAA games. It's not like Dark Souls. It's not like that kind of intense stuff. It's like just cell phone games. But at the same time, I feel like I need to address this because I do want to create, like, a community of better cell phone games. I want cell phone games to be cooler and more entertaining and more fun and all that stuff. What if I just used... What is all this? Spider Shield, Knight Helm, Knight Armor, Knight Gauntlets, Knight Leggings. Why not? Why not? I'm curious. I wonder how this will work out. Stability. I don't know. Maybe. Like I said, I normally don't fight Sif this early. But I guess I am doing it now. Cell phone games, where was I? Oh yeah, like, for example, I did pay $1 for Card Wars, because I'm a huge Adventure Time fan, and I used to play Magic the Gathering, not anymore, don't want to spend money on all that stuff. So I spent like $1 on Card Wars, the cell phone game, on the App Store, and it's a lot of fun. It's pretty easy once you understand how to play it. Like, a lot of people in the reviews were saying, oh, this game is too hard, it's pay to win. It's not pay to win, it's really easy when you figure it out. And figuring it out is basically just spend your money and spend your gems on, what is it? No, spend your gems on cards when you earn gems, and as long as you do that, you'll be fine. Because you'll get like awesome cards, and you just have to like stall the enemy until you can get your awesome card out, and then once you have your awesome card out, you're good to go because you have an awesome card. You know, you can kill the enemy easily. And that's Card Wars. It's fun because I've got like all my familiar characters. I get to play as Princess Bubblegum because she's my favorite. And, I mean, there's not much I can really say about it. It's just fun, but it's not that good. But it's fun, and that's all that matters, really. And I think, you know, more games could really try to be fun. And no, that's not it. A lot of games are fun. Okay, here's the thing. I can't tell necessarily all the time when games are fun or not because I just play. Like, even if a game isn't very fun, I find myself able to play it for a very long time. Wow. With Card Wars, it's that it's deep. Like, it has a whole bunch of different cards, and do have like very specific actions and abilities, and that's what I like about it. It's like, because with the other games with the medals and the cards, like in Kingdom Hearts Unchained, all the cards are basically the same. They just have like a few different abilities that they probably do, whereas in Card Wars, like, they really took a lot of like thought and emphasis from Magic the Gathering and tried to make it similar to that. And I appreciate that, because Magic the Gathering was a pretty fun game, except for, you know, spending money on lots and lots of cards. It's like, I don't want to spend all this money on cards. It's more like Magic than it is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa! Okay, gotta watch out for that. I think I did better this time with like full armor on. Um, yeah, I think I'm still gonna try fighting Sif. Yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, I mean I guess that's what I have to say about cell phone games. Like I don't know whether or not I'll still play them. I probably will, just so I can find those good games, something with a lot of depth. But I doubt it exists because, I mean, I don't want to pay too much money for like games just to find out whether or not they have depth. And if I don't pay money, then I definitely know I'm gonna get games without depth because most games are just like tap over and over again to upgrade, and then once you're upgraded, your taps do more damage, but the enemies have more health, so you're at some kind of an equilibrium, and it's just literally doing the same thing over and over again. That's what cell phone games are like. It's something you'll understand more if you play cell phone games a lot, and if you don't, then I feel like my personal advice to you as a gamer, like if you want to be a gamer, is don't try to get better at cell phone games. You're not going to get better at gaming through that. You'll get better by playing games like Dark Souls. You'll get better at playing games like Super Mario World, heck. Any game that requires you to, have skill, basically, and not, like, RPGs and grinding games do have, like, a certain level of tactics and understanding for you to use, but if you can beat the game just by grinding over and over again, then I don't think it's the kind of tactics and understanding you really need. Like Persona, I think you should play. Final Fantasy, questionable. Let me see. Oh man, Final Fantasy Tactics, on the other hand, is pretty good. Disgaea, on the other hand, is questionable. Although I love Disgaea, even though it's an awful easy game. Like Disgaea is super easy once you know how to like do things and how to progress through the game. I can maybe do a let's play of Disgaea to show you how easy it is if you don't believe me. Final Fantasy Tactics was a little bit more fun, but I still played more Disgaea because they have this mode which is basically like a roguelike. Well, okay, I shouldn't be talking about Disgaea, I should be talking about Dark Souls. But anyways, this episode has been going on for way too long and we made literally no progress. I just sat and talked to you about cell phone games while dying to Sif over and over again. Next episode, we're not going to fight Sif. We're going to come back to him much later once I get my controls better. Oh god. Anyways, you guys have a great time. Rock on. Oh man, I shouldn't be hurrahing. This deserves no hurrah. I'm gonna bye. Yeah, bye. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye-bye. Rock on.